Hey everybody, welcome to another recap of Big Brother 14. Last time in the house, it was the old double eviction. But it wasn't just a double eviction, it was the second double eviction of the season. They were having multiples of everything this season, and it's really kind of overdone. Alright, so Frank and Joe were sent to the jury house. I wonder if they're gonna have a showmance. Probably not. Not with each other, anyhow. So, what we didn't see during last week's double eviction was that Dan was actually trying to get rid of Ian for the second eviction. And he put up Ian and Joe, we knew that. But his plans were dashed when Ian won the POV. And then he decided, well, if I can't get out Ian, I'm going to put up Shane. But Danny talked him out of it, which was a horrible move for Dan to listen to Danny. Yes, she owes him, but what happened after that was probably very damaging in the end. He told Shane that he wanted Ian out, but then Ian didn't go, and now Shane's got that to hang over his head. Dan knows that he effed up. It's pretty sloppy work. Sloppy work, Dan. It might cost you the game. And then Danny, who I believe kind of has a final two with Shane, unless he becomes too much trouble and then she'll cut him loose, told him that he was going to go up on the block. So, this season is so weird because it seems like everybody has alliances with everybody, and it's not usually like that. Not that I can see, but it seems like Dan has an alliance with everybody. Danielle pretty much has an alliance with everybody. And Shane and Jen have like two alliances. And then Ian pretty much has the Quack Pack, and that's about it. He thinks he has an alliance with Dan. You know, a final two. So, I don't know. It's all very confusing this season because it seems like the pivotal player is Dan. But if Dan gets knocked out next go-round, I wonder what's going to happen because nobody is a leader in this house. Except for Dan. That's probably why he's been around for so long. So it's time for the HOH competition that we didn't see last week because they didn't have enough time. It's called Memory Lane, and basically it's a combo. You have to drop the ball on this like tilt thing with a wheel on the day that the competition that they're talking about happened. And it's kind of like Price is Right, where if you're off a certain amount you get penalty things, and then whoever has the least penalty points wins. So let's cut right to the chase. It came down to Ian and Shane, and Ian pulls it out. He's got a photographic memory, and he's pretty darn, you know, agile with dropping balls. But even though he won, nobody's happy except for Ian, because he's like the cheese. He stands alone pretty much. You know, behind closed doors, but in front of everybody, everybody's like, ooh, Quack Pack. Except for Jen, because she's the only one who's not in the Quack Pack. So Ian and Dan have a little HOH chat, and Dan is always trying to do damage control now. He wants to talk Ian out of putting him on the block, because he knows that Ian's starting to figure things out, kind of. But Dan actually does manage to talk Ian out of putting him on the block. He makes it pretty convincing. So it's Pandora's box time again. Third time, second time for Ian. Enough already with the multiples. It's killing me. So you knew it was going to be bad because the first two were pretty good. So it's good, wasn't it? What was the first one? Now I can't even remember. I think it was good. Who knows? So it's a message from home, and, well, Ian thinks it's a message from his mommy and his daddy. He's all like, Mommy, Daddy. Not really, but he was excited because he loves his family, and that's cool. Hey, I love my family too. So he decides, I'm going to open up this box because I want to, I want my message from home. It's very Survivor-ish. The little competitions and stuff, little shadings of Survivor this season. It's not Mommy and Daddy. It's Rachel Riley, who, by the way, congratulations, just got married to Brendan. All right, well, she's got a little video tutorial for him on how to win the game. And yeah, they pulled out all the stops. The my man and the annoying laugh, and Ian was a good sport about it. But the rest of the house actually got a treat. They got video recorded messages from their family. Shane's sister, Jen's mom, I'm assuming it was Danielle's sister, I don't think it was her mom, and Dan's wife, who was not at all what I pictured. She almost seemed like a less slutty JoJo. But nonetheless, mwah, Dan. Yeah, I guess he ditched the girlfriend he had when he was on the first time and went for the trophy wife. Alright, so it's time for nominations. And as expected, Shane and Jen are up on the block. The veto is very important this week because with so many alliances going on, you're pretty much not guaranteed a spot. I mean, no, it seems like nobody is honoring anything this season, and I have to say, I just want to interject here. I thought it was extremely uncool of Dan to swear on the Bible and bring religion into it and everything. Religion has no place in the Big Brother house. It just cheapens the game. So I'm really disappointed about that. But other than that, I think he's playing a really good game strategy-wise. Except for the little slip-up with Ian. But it happens. S happens. So next Wednesday, actually this Wednesday? This Tuesday. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think Wednesday is going to be an eviction episode. And then it gets all fuzzy from there. I know the finale is on the 19th. And I'm getting a little sick right now because I have 5 hours of TV to cover that day. So, it's going to be crazy for me. The next 2 weeks, when the summer season is ending and the fall season is beginning, you know, shows finaling out and new ones premiering. Usually the kickoff episodes are more than the usual length of the show. So it's going to be, my head's going to be insane. But I'm going to try and do my superlatives episode. Probably I'm going to put that when they do their little recap show, when they have the final two. They usually have a dinner for the final two, and then they're like, remember the time when blah blah blah. Well, that episode I'm going to add my superlatives, my awards for this season, so you're not going to want to miss that. So don't forget to tune in for that. I'm sure it's not this week, it's probably the following week. Maybe that Sunday? Not sure. But anyhow, I'm going to give you a little sneak preview. This was my favorite puppet of this season and possibly any of the other seasons. So, oh Will Huser, do you take me to be your favorite recapper? I take you to be my favorite puppet. This one's a close second, I must say. Ian's puppet was one of my favorites as well, but probably not as much as Mr. Will Huser. All right, kids, till next time, much love.